All right, we're on air, I believe. Good morning, everybody. How's it? How are y'all doing? I think we're live now, and I'm here with my good buddy Dustin Slade. And say, hey, man, how are you?
Morning, guys. Happy sunny day to you. I hope it's beautiful where you are and your cup of coffee is waking you up.
I got mine.
We've got a good show today. We're going to continue on giving you some really good tips on how to market your business using Google+. And it's going to be fun today. So make sure if you have any questions that you pop them in the Q&A here. And how you doing this morning, Tom?
I'm doing great. I just put together this the presentation, and I hope it works. And let's see, I've got to get one other. I've got a resource guide too, and I'll put that in down at the bottom. But it's a real nice little thing. It's got videos in it, and it's got links to everything that we're going to talk about today. But basically, the presentation I've got is on how to share your post, your Google Plus post, on other social media sites, and that's what the presentation covers. And it just talks a little bit about that and how you can do that, and then how you can automate that with if this then that, and also Friends Plus Me. So it's pretty cool. And then so we're going to start off with share your Google Plus post on other social media sites, and we'll run through that presentation. And then the other two items that we were going to talk about a little bit today was report issues with Google Plus or suggest ideas to them. And I'm a little unsure about that because I couldn't get it to do what I thought it was supposed to do, and then create a save for later circle on Google Plus. So when you're going through, you get a lot of stuff, and you see something, you want to share it maybe later. It's got a good title, but you want to look through it and actually save time to read through it so that you can make some commentary on it. We're going to talk a little bit about that. So I sent you the link. So if you would go ahead and see if you can get to that link.
Screen share here.
Yeah, and see if we can screen share that. Let me get back. I'm somewhere else now. Let me see if I can get back to the Hangout. Okay, I'm back.
Here we go. Can you see that?
Absolutely.
All right.
Hang on. Let me don't start it yet. Let me. Okay, I got you blue box now. Yeah, just present the thing and see what happens. See if we can present it, because that should open the whole screen up.
There we go.
Oh, you know what? Bandwidth must be bad because I don't see it. All I see is your.
Let me see. I got two screens open. Let me try and get rid of one monitor.
Your avatar.
See if that makes a difference.
Or you might want to cut down on your bandwidth a little bit inside the HOA.
Is that better?
No, I'm not seeing anything but your avatar.
Okay. I had two screens open, so let me try this one more time.
See if you can adjust your bandwidth usage up at the top.
Okay.
Move it down about halfway. If that doesn't work, we're not gonna share it, and we'll just use it. We'll just post it at the bottom.
Okay. What about this?
Nada.
Nada?
No.
let me pop out of the Hangout for a second because I had two monitors going this morning.
All right.
And let me just try that.
You gonna pop out and come back in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pop
Cool.
real quick.
Cool. Okay. Well, I just sit here and talk to people. Hey, how's everybody doing? Let's see if we can get some questions going in the Q&A. Anybody got any questions out there today? Hey, John, how are you? Good to see you today, buddy. Let's see. You got any questions you want to ask us today, or what's up? No. Okay.
Is that screen sharing?
Yeah.
Let me go.
I got your blue box, but I don't see you on the. Yeah.
Send me the link again.
Okay, hang on a
Just
second.
hang out.
It's in the if you'll go to chat, it's in the chat box still.
Okay.
Can you see it, or do you want me to send? You want me to copy it and paste it
Well,
again?
when I logged out, it didn't.
It took you out of it. Okay, let me copy it and paste it again. Copy, paste. Okay, it's in there now. Let's
Okay,
see if
can you
we
see
let's see
that?
if we see what. Are you oh, there you are. I got me blue box. Let me get you blue box. Oh, there we go. Cool.
Now, if I present, is that
Mm-hmm.
all right?
Bingo. We are cooking now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a little SlideShare presentation I put together for you, and it's short and sweet, so this isn't going to take very long. And we had some other things we are going to talk to you about today too, so this is going to be kind of interesting. But you're going to absolutely love this. It's what we're talking about is the 50 Google Plus tips that Rick Eliason put together, and today we're going to talk to you about how to share your Google Plus post on other social media. And that's what this presentation is about here. And I'll leave a link in the bottom of it so you can take a look at it at your own leisure after the show. But then we're going to talk a little bit about report issues with Google Plus or suggest ideas. And that didn't work for me. So if you know, for anybody out there in the audience that knows anything about that, we're going to ask for your input today. And then create a save for later circle. And that's we'll talk about that a little bit today. So if you want to click on to the next one,
Okay.
unless you have any input about that particular slide. I
You
mean,
know, this is just a continuation, guys, of us, helping you with Google Plus, because Google Plus is a really interactive media where I think you're going to find a lot of people that are pretty sharp, on the ball marketers, and guys you want to be interacting with and getting over to Google Plus. So maybe you're not, maybe you're just a Facebook user, maybe you don't even use Facebook, maybe you use something like Twitter, but you need to add Google Plus into your repertoire. So that's all I got for that. Let's move on here.
all right, let's click to the next one. Okay, so now this is just this is real basic, but well, I'll run through it anyway in case somebody's looking at this that doesn't know about it. But if you'll look on any original post that you've done on Google Plus, there's a little drop down at the top right of the post, and if you click that, you'll have a drop down, and one of the things that you can do is click on the link to post. Okay, and if you
I'm
do
going to
that,
show that because I think that's a really good tip. Let me get out of full screen here for a second, and
okay,
I think that's a really good tip. On your post that you have here, go to my profile.
get one of your original posts, because
Okay.
it doesn't work on a shared post. It only works on an original post. On
Okay,
a
here's a
shared post, you
picture.
can embed it, but yeah, go ahead.
Here's a shared an image that I put. We've been talking about Martin Shervington, and he has a lot of great tips on Google Plus. So here's one here. Here's what he's talking about: the little drop-down menu,
Yep, that's it.
and in here you want to grab this link to post,
It's the third one down.
and
Link
all
to
you got to
post.
do is copy that and share that on other sites. Tom, do you use the HTTPS or do you take the S out of there?
I don't. I don't even use. I don't use that to share. That's not what I do. So,
Okay.
but I mean, I think you can just share it just like that, because I use it on, I buffer that stuff all the time, and I don't have any problem with it. So that's not a problem as far as I know.
The other thing I like in here is the
Why don't you go
embed
ahead and
source.
go to Facebook and share it real quick on your
Okay.
Facebook profile. Just see if it works. I mean, it should. The other thing that you can do is you can click on the timestamp and go to the post and take the URL up at the top and use that to post. But basically, what you can do, that's the link.
Click on the timestamp here, you're saying, right?
Yeah, click on the timestamp, and then you can copy the link up at the top at the URL,
Right.
just like you did, link to the post.
Should
But
be the same
that's the
thing.
same link, and you can do Control C, and that'll copy it too. And then
Paste it in there,
just go to,
and boom, there it is. You can post it right onto Facebook just with that link.
cool.
Awesome.
So,
That's a great tip. Oops, I opened my PowerPoint. Um,
oh crap! Here we go.
the other thing I think, are you going to talk about the embed post, or is that
No,
coming up?
no. I'm not going. Well, I mean, we can just mention it.
Yeah, let's
Go ahead.
mention it real quick here.
Go ahead, and go back to the. Okay, that's cool.
Let's just mention this embed post that you can share the link, but you can also copy this code and say put it into your blog,
Yep.
anywhere that reads HTML, and it will auto-populate this post, say, into your blog or something in here. So that's another option that you have that's pretty cool. In the drop-down menu here of the options, you can embed the post, grab that code, and I've used a lot of the stuff I posted on my blog just with that. So that's an option.
Yep.
Okay, onward.
All right.
What is the
Well,
IF?
hang on, we're not there yet. But you can take those links like that and manually share to Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, and any other social profiles that you have. Now, the cool thing to do though is to automate this stuff, and you can do that. There's two of them that are great, and Friends Plus Me is the one I use. I mean, all you got to do is you set it up and forget it. And then if this, then that. That's the if, and that is and both of these are the if this then that is totally free. The Friends Plus Me's got a free version and has a paid version too, but it's inexpensive. So no, don't.
You want to go into that?
No, just click the presentation. Go to the next. See, boom. How to share Google Plus posts outside of Google, and then here's the if this then that, the personal assistant you're looking for, and that's going to walk you through how to use if this then that, and it's only a 3-minute. That's a 3-minute video. The other one that you saw in front of this, if you'll go back to that one for a second, that just talks a little bit about how you can, how to share your audience, and basically it walks you through the first thing that we did, which is pull down the, copy the link and paste it out. That's what that video does, and that's a 2-minute video. Go to the next one. This is your if this then that. It's a 3-minute. It's a little bit over 3-minute video, but it'll actually walk you through if this then that, the setup and how to do it, and it's a pretty good little video. And then if you'll go to the next one, this is the Friends Plus Me setup tutorial. Now it's a longer one. It's about 7.5 minutes or 7. It's almost 8 minutes long, but it will walk you through exactly how to do it, and it's just step by step. So if you'll click on the next link.
I really like the if this then that, because guys, it's something like if you make a post on Facebook, if you make a post on Facebook, then what do you want it to do? Do you want it to post to Twitter? Do you want it to post to Google Plus? It'll automate some of that, and there are recipes in there that you can go in and create, and it'll automatically automate it every time you make a post on Facebook. It'll spit it out to the other media. So you just have to start creating some of those recipes, and a lot of them are already made.
Well, the neat thing about it is you can do almost anything with it. So I was just gonna run them through this and show them this, and then come back and talk about them.
Okay.
So we'll talk about if this then that, and then we'll talk about, and that's the end of the presentation. But this is a one-piece thing that'll walk you through that entire thing. So
Right.
go ahead and pop out of that, and then we'll talk about Facebook Plus Me and if this then that if you want to.
Okay.
Because the way that you use these things, if this then that. How much do you use that? I mean, I use it, but I'm not real good at setting up It'll do just about anything. And you can take it and trigger it with, if this happens, go do this. I mean, that's what it is. If this, then that, and it'll take it from one thing to another. You can have it send you text messages. You can post something to Facebook and send it to Twitter, to LinkedIn. I mean, you can send it anywhere with this thing. You can
Here's some
buffer
of
it. Yeah.
the recipes in here that you can just go ahead and automatically, take these recipes and use it to that. Here's a good example. If you make a post on Instagram, it'll automatically auto-populate it to your Twitter. There's just, excuse me, there's hundreds of recipes in here.
Well, see, basically what you do, though, most of the time people have a, like, you're on Facebook most of the time. So basically you can take any post you do in Facebook and spread it out anywhere you want to with if this and that. You can also, if you're using Google Plus as your distribution channel, you can do the same thing with that. If you're on Pinterest and using that as your distribution channel, you can do that. You can use if this then that to do that too.
Here's one of the recipes you use, right? When someone tweets to you, you send them a thank you message. You do that one, don't you?
No, I don't. That's not one I use.
Oh, really? I thought I'd seen you automatically have those going out, huh?
I
Cool.
do that. I do that manually. I interact with my people on Twitter manually.
Okay, cool. So, guys, I mean, you can.
I do have some things automated, but what you have to do to keep it within the terms of service with Twitter, if you can't auto post the same thing to Twitter every day, for example. That's against the TOS, okay? So if you're going to do that, what you have to do is you have to take that tweet, you have to take that post wherever it's coming from and run it through Buffer so that it's a different post every time. And I haven't seen something that was set up exactly like that, and I basically don't have something like, I don't use it for tweeting.
Gotcha. Here's as you start to create a recipe, here are some of the options that you can do for, just about every single social media you can think about is in here.
Well, why don't you just go ahead and set one up? Like, I mean, you post on Facebook all the time, so set one up. Set your Facebook up so that it'll go to Pinterest or go somewhere. I mean, go ahead and do you use it? Do you actually set things up in it? Because that's where
I have a couple recipes that I've made. If I have a new status message by you, then what do I want it to do? So then what's the action? Well, let's see. Where do I want to send it? I could send it to in my Facebook groups, Flickr, Google Drive, LinkedIn. This is a nice one. I mean, I like interacting with LinkedIn, so I could put that straight into my LinkedIn account once I make that up.
I think what you're doing there is you're going to send something from LinkedIn, right, on that one?
This one I chose Facebook first.
Okay.
For this recipe. Oh, maybe I didn't. What happened? I thought I started from Facebook. If I have a new message status, then I want it to go to LinkedIn, right?
Well, you gotta. I don't think you're starting on the right page. You got to go somewhere where you got to pick the first one first, and then you pick the trigger, and then you pick the place it goes to.
Yeah, that's what I did. Facebook then goes to LinkedIn.
Okay.
And it'll go ahead and create the action there.
There you go.
If a new status message made by me, then it will share to my profile on LinkedIn. I'll create the recipe, and every time I make a Facebook post, then it's going to shoot it over to LinkedIn on that profile.
Yep. Perfect. And so what you can do, as long as you remember that you've got that going on, and is there a way to stop that you're aware of? Like on Friends Plus B, you can stop posts from going out.
There is. There is. It's in here.
In other words, if you're on Facebook and you're posting something and you don't want it to go to your LinkedIn profile on an automatic basis, Is there something you can do with that, or once you
No,
turn
you have
it
to
on, just
turn off the
automatically?
recipe here.
Okay.
So if you don't want it to do that, say you're using something like OnlyWire or another one of these auto populators like Hootsuite or something like that, you would have to turn off the recipe so you're not double, triple posting. That make sense?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to kind of think about it when you set up things. So you got to know where it's posting, what's posting, and what you're doing. But it's a great way to distribute, your posts and everything out, your articles and videos and everything that you've got out. So it's pretty cool. I like it a lot.
For a free service, it is pretty dynamite, you know.
Well, I mean, you can have it send you a wake up call in the morning. It'll do text
I
messages.
know it.
You
It's
can
crazy.
you can tell it if I was watching one of the things was saying she's got it set up so if it's less than 32 degrees, it sends her a text message saying, "Wake up! It's cold outside, and by the way, here's a inspirational quote for you to get your day going," that she sends to herself. So I mean, it's pretty neat. So
That is pretty cool. I haven't seen this one yet, but look at this. You can automatically water your garden with some of the wireless devices out there. That's pretty cool.
I think this thing is the only drawback to it is your imagination. I think it'll do anything that you can think of, just about.
Awesome.
So anything that you think you want to do, if you can create a trigger in there that'll do it for you, just about.
And you might just browse through it because there's, was there 11,000, almost 12,000 different recipes are in there. So probably yours is already in there if you just search for it.
Well,
And you
that's
have to create.
that's that's yeah, that's what I did when I went in there and set up stuff. I just went in there and looked for things that were already there, and I just plugged into those and put them out to my properties.
Yep. That's a really good tip, guys. As a freebie, save yourself some time, energy, just making things automated, make it easy. That's a great tip.
Bingo. Now, the real neat thing that I think is Friends Plus Me, and that is using Google Plus as your distribution channel. So if you're on Google Plus most of the time, what you can do is you can take any post that you've got on Google Plus and you can send it out. On the free version, there may be a limit on what you can send it to as far as the number of properties, but you can send it out to if you use the paid version and it's not very expensive, you can send it out to just about to a lot of different properties. I just use the free one, but I basically send it to. I'm trying to think where I send it. Basically, what I've got things going from Google Plus, I've got them going to Twitter, and that goes to it goes to Twitter, and that goes to another spot, and then it also goes to Facebook, and from Facebook it goes to a different Twitter account, and all that goes from Google Plus. So I've
Right?
got it set up so it goes to quite a few different properties. And I probably need to go in there and do if this then that and put some Google Plus posts and send them to Stumble Upon. I probably need to do that too. So, and just automate some Stumble Upon stuff because that brings a lot of traffic in too.
Yeah, I have my Facebook fan page set up, and we'll go to my Twitter and Facebook fan page. That's all I have set up on mine.
Well,
So
I forget how I did it, but there's a way that I mean, there's an automatic thing that you can do on Facebook because I just send stuff to my Facebook fan page, and then from that it goes to a different Twitter account.
right.
But that was an automatic setup in Facebook. So if you
Yeah.
want to go to Friends Plus Me, have you got Friends Plus Me set up?
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah, let me grab you. Let me put you on. There you go. I got you now. Yeah.
Once you get in here, you just click to get started. It'll take you through the process of setting up your profiles.
If
And
you
I just have 3 of them set up in here, but you can add several.
if you set up things on the left, what you can do that'll automatically distribute content from that spot to wherever you got it set up to go to. Now they do have some. You can stop posts from going out by doing a hashtag NS on your Google profile on your Google post, and that will keep that from going out over Friends Plus Me.
Oh, really? So when you're
Yeah.
in your Google Plus page, if you were going to share it here, you would put it in the
Well, what
description here?
what you can do, like for example, if you don't want to, if there's certain posts that you do not want to share on that platform, what you can do is do a hashtag that's a hashtag NS, and that will keep that from going out over Friends Plus Me. In other words, you can pick what you want to go out and what you don't want to go out.
Cool. Cool, cool, cool. What
So,
is that? Let's see. What do you get for freebie? Freebie, you can do 4 accounts. Then you can add on if you really want to, up to 200 accounts here. That's quite a few different social medias.
yeah, it's got a bunch of them, and I think you can do that starter thing, and that's got pretty much everything that you need, and that's like $9 a month. So
Right. Not a bad option there, being able to share on automation. I mean, it's all about time, saving effort, saving time to do the stuff that actually makes you money. And, you get bogged down in work, well, you're not making money. So put it on autopilot there. That makes it fun. Are you familiar with OnlyWire, Tom?
oh yeah, I've used that before. We've talked about this before. I've told you that it messed up on my stuff, and I just haven't
That's
gone back
right.
out and set it up again. So I know you use it a lot, and OnlyWire is a great distribution thing, particularly if you're in any kind of program where a lot of people are involved in that. You can get your I mean, you can rank on Google, and that's all social media sharing. You can rank on Google very quickly with that. I don't know that it sticks there, but it'll get you up there real quick. You got to keep going backlinks to it to stay there, though.
Yep. And it's one thing I like about this stuff is I use the Chrome browser.
Yep.
And once you have your Chrome browser set up and you're logged in, you can make it automated. Just if you have a post or something you want to share, you click on the top and you can share it straight from there. So it makes it super easy. Do you use Chrome at all?
Oh, that's the only thing I use.
Yeah, I really like Chrome. I've migrated from Firefox, and Chrome is my go-to browser. I really like it. Definitely is a user-friendly browser. I have different apps that I use for social. What is it? Social Monkey, OnlyWire, Buffer. All that stuff makes it easy. You can put apps up in the top, and you're good to go. Makes it nice and easy.
Well, the thing about it is, we're on Google Plus right now. Most of the people on Google Plus are just coming in, or they've been around for a while. And so, what Google Plus is Google, and it ranks on the SERPs. And if you can rank all your stuff on the SERP, and you can take that and use that, and with some of these tools, like we were just talking about today, you can distribute that all over the place. It won't take you very long to set it up, but you can write one piece of content and then you can send it out almost everywhere. And that's the neat thing about that. And you can do that with this and that, and you can do that with Friends Plus Me. Now I use Feedly a lot, and I use RSS feeds a lot, because that's a real good distribution center. And then Bundle Post, you can. I don't know if people know about this, but Bundle Post, y'all can Google it, but you can add your blog RSS feed to them. And what they're doing is they're trying to get all the blogs and put that into their RSS feed. And that also integrates. I didn't know about this until recently, but that integrates with Hootsuite, and it also integrates with Buffer. So, and they've got an enterprise thing that's $100 a month, and they've got a small thing that's $20 a month. But if you want a distribution platform, that's a real good one. And
Right.
just Google Bundle Post and take a look at that if you're interested in it. But that a lot of people that are on Hootsuite use that. But it does have an integrated thing with the buffer. But if you have a blog, you might I'll put a link down below this. You can actually run your blog through their RSS feed, and that can get you distributed out all over the place because that is a major program. So
That
that's
is
just a
awesome.
little tip. So definitely put your blog in it, and I'll see if I can find the link because I got mine in it, and I'll see if I can find a link for you, and we'll put it down at the bottom of this thing.
While we're in this too, I want to just quickly show you my screen since I didn't show you here. If you have like, let me go back to the extensions here. If you're using the Chrome browser, if you're not familiar with it yet, all you have to do is see these things at the top are, this is my OnlyWire, this is my buffer, this is my Social Monkey. If you want to add extensions on your Google Chrome browser, all you got to do is click your tools, extensions, and it'll come back in here and allow you to enable or disable your extensions here, so that it makes it really easy. I thought I put an RSS feed. Yeah, page 2 RSS I've got in there is one I've got. So it will allow you to put these simple shortcuts in your browser here, and that's super easy on that. Just as a quick little tip, if you're not familiar with the Chrome browser yet, that makes it really easy. One thing I do a lot is I could only get, they say 50 social medias will connect. I could only get 40 to connect through the OnlyWire. So if you have an article, if you have anything that you want to share, all I got to do is click on my OnlyWire. It'll automatically auto-populate a window that you'll be able to edit the link and the description and everything in there, and then boom, it posts off in one click to 50 social medias. So if you're going to use some of these that overlap, make sure that you're checking it so you're not double, triple posting. You know?
That is a good idea. You probably need to if you're going to do stuff like that, you probably need to run an Excel sheet and just diagram everything out, because otherwise if you're double posting and stuff, it's kind of like if you're on Google Plus and you're sharing publicly and you're sharing to your circles too, you're spamming people like that. So don't do that.
That was a great tip, by the way. I'm glad you mentioned that. A couple of my friends that are big Facebook users, I was starting to get a bunch of posts from them, and I started, backtracking through their stuff and said, "Hey, man, you're doing it wrong. You're sharing on more than one time on your stuff. So basically, you're spamming. They're getting more than one link. You're even clicking on share it on email, and you just want to share it on public." That's right, Tom?
Yeah, just share it on public and you're good to go. The only time you really want to share it on private, like if you have a particular group, like if you've got a group of people that well, I mean, they should be your subscribers anyway, but just as an example, if you've got a group of people that share things out on different medias and y'all do sharing between each other, you can, and you're on Google Plus and you're using that as a distribution center, you can put stuff in there and have a circle where, if anybody sends something to you, you send it out, and that would be that kind of thing. Or if you've got a notification circle where you're inviting people to HOAs and things like that. But as a general rule, anytime you post anything, you want to post it to public.
Important tip there, guys. You don't want to turn your people off before you even get to know them. You don't want to start making enemies before you've made friends.
It'll slow you down, that's for sure.
Yes. Well, guys,
right.
Last week, I talked about doing solo ads and kind of the results I had through solo ads. So I told you I was going to give you the info to that. So,
oh, cool.
Is that a good time, Tom? Think we're segue into that?
If you want to, go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to screen share. Shayla had some computer problems this morning, and we couldn't get her on with the camera, so we went ahead and we're gonna schedule her out maybe for another show. But let me just show you her main site. She has a fast success online Shayla Johnson traffic experts. So can you see these solo ads?
Yep.
100 clicks, $85, all the way up to 5,000 clicks for 3,700 bucks. So she was going to come on and talk a little bit about what she does with solo ads. But if you guys want to get your feet wet, it's a lower end cost for solo ads for clicks. So not a bad option there. I paid for this one here, and I paid a little bit different because these orders are based on international users. She's got a list that has a lot of international users. So if your company doesn't have ability to make ships internationally, then I'd suggest that you contact her and tell her you specifically want just USA list. So she was going to talk a little bit about that, and unfortunately we couldn't get her on this morning. But make sure you just tell her I sent you, and that you want, if your company is international, like MLSP, we can use, and anybody can have a sign up, and they can be international, use it, and that's fine. That's great. You can market to that list. If you have some of the companies that I use that don't have an international base yet, then you need to contact her and say, hey, I just want to get on your USA list.
Now,
So,
if anybody buys this, you're a principal in this too, right, or not? You've
yeah,
got
she basically,
you've got an affiliate link with, you've got an affiliate thing with this thing, don't you?
in a way, I mean, we've made a relationship, and there's a benefit that I'm going to get out of it, but I'm not really an affiliate for her. I don't know if she has that yet. Maybe that's up for the future. But we did make a relationship, and I told her that I
I'm
was
just
going to
saying,
do.
if you get something out of it, you just need to disclose it. That's all.
Yeah, no, I have a benefit by coming in here. She's going to give me a couple more clicks if you guys purchase through here.
Cool.
So it works out.
So you get a cup of coffee.
I get a cup of coffee out of it, and I just want to see, I mainly wanted to share this with some of my team because I had such a great result. I paid for 130 clicks,
Yep.
and I got a USA list that I used. And out of that 130, I had 20 signups and 77 email opt-in leads.
Cool.
So as far as I've done a fair amount of Facebook advertising, done a lot of split testing on different ads, different demographics, different age groups, different behaviors, and I've done all right with it. I think the most I got out of about a $50 campaign is about 4 signups. So for the cost, I thought this was a pretty good deal to get some solo
So
ad.
you got 20 people that signed up into whatever you were selling.
Right.
Okay, that's great. I mean, that is, so basically this is the best results you've had on any of your programs so far, right?
Correct. As far as
Okay.
paid advertising goes, this
Yeah.
is one of the ones that's moved through well. And
Well,
before I started the solo ad, I told her, I said, I'm not going to do any solo ads. I haven't had any success with them. I don't want to market to a list that's not engaging, And she assured me that her list was fresh, that she's got testimonials from people in the same type of industry that were doing well, and so that's what made me move forward.
this is
So
the internet marketing industry, right?
yep.
Business
So
opportunity, that kind of thing. Yeah. Okay.
yep. If you're looking at that, I'd definitely recommend you make a relationship with someone that is, has you can build a relationship with. Don't just purchase off someone that you've never talked to and you haven't talked about their list or anything. You might just find that you wind up spending your money and spinning your wheels, getting frustrated because you're not getting any feedback, any kind of opt-ins or sales through that. So,
Well, it's like anything else. You got to test things and keep going until you find something that works real good for you. And then once you got something that actually works and converts for you, you just pile on.
ramp it up, ramp it up, and
Yeah.
that's a great point, Tom. Because I mean, don't go in and buy the 5,000 or the 5,000 click package right away.
Yeah. Go.
Start on the lower end of things and test it out a little bit.
Basically, when you're paying for traffic, what you want to do is you want to run about 150 clicks to something. and see what you get on that. And that's a good test. And then if you're not getting good stuff on that, it could be your traffic source or it could be your offer. So you want to make sure that everything that you're running through your funnel is congruent with your offer. In other words, the first thing they see runs all the way through everything that they see. So if it's congruent, that's going to get you more stuff flowing through your funnel, okay? And then if you've got all that and you're running 150 clicks to it and you're not getting fairly decent numbers, then you probably got a bad traffic source and you need to look at a different traffic source, because different traffic sources will give you different results.
Exactly.
Okay? So you could run 3 different solo ads with the same thing. And see which source goes best, and run 150 clicks on each source, and then pick the source. I mean, that's one of the things I'm telling you about right here. So,
and that's a really, really great point, Tom. I think a lot of people miss that. If you have a capture page, let's say that you're driving traffic to try and get people into your offer, take the same verbiage from that capture page and use it in part of the ad, so it's extremely congruent. The same verbiage of, whatever the offer is, and then have that point to the capture page so that people are already, they're looking for that specific thing, and it goes to that specific thing on your capture page. That'll get you a lot better interaction too. I was making the mistake of trying to do my own copyright in some of my very first ads, and it was none of the same verbiage that was on my capture page. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, yeah. It's got to be congruent, and that's what you mean by congruent. You got to have the same verbiage on the first thing that they see, and runs all the way through that funnel.
Exactly.
So that's what congruent means.
Awesome.
Cool.
Well, Tom, next week I'll be in Costa Rica, so hopefully I hear there are cafes I can get to, so I'm gonna try and pop online and show you some beach time.
When do you actually leave?
This Saturday.
Okay. So how long does it take you to get there?
It's kind of ridiculous. I did a little research down there. I can get a direct flight from Denver, and it costs me less than do a domestic flight. So
cool.
I paid $470 to get a direct flight down there. And I think it's about a 5.5 hour flight.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not.
They're not even going to lose my luggage, I don't think.
Yeah, don't say that. You're going to have everything you need when you get off the plane. It's all going to be right there, and they're going to bring it out to you, and you're going to have a ball. So
exactly.
That's how that's going to work. So,
yeah.
But what I want you to do, if you're going down Saturday, maybe Sunday or Monday, holler at me, and let's see if we can get something to work.
Okay.
Because otherwise,
in there.
Yeah, but do this. Talk to Sheila and ask her if she's got a smartphone that she can do, because that'll work for her on an HOA too. So
okay.
Anyway.
We'll see if we can't get her back on the next show or one of the subsequent shows here, and she can give us all her traffic benefits that she's got, and make you feel confident about purchasing solos.
Yeah, and one of the things about traffic, if tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. Man, I'm gonna shoot.
What's coming up tomorrow night?
There's a webinar tomorrow night, and it's about what Facebook by a little bit ago. That's all the rage these days. Instagram is, it is rocking and rolling. And if you're not on Instagram, which I'm not, and I need to be, you need to. There's a 9 p.m. Eastern time webinar tomorrow with a really good marketer that's gonna show us how to get onto Instagram and how to use it to produce leads. So there's going to be a link down on the bottom of this. So if you have an interest in Instagram or getting on it, or if you're on it and want to figure out how to use it for leads, come to the webinar. It'll be a good one. And I'll put a link down here. And if you missed the first part of this, we ran you through We've got videos on how to do some of these posts. Everything that we talked about today, there's a video associated with it, and that's on a presentation, and I'll put a link to that, and y'all can take a look at that, and it'll run you through everything that we talked about today on a step-by-step basis, and you can actually set it up. So this is it's a pretty good little deal. And why don't you give me a link? Why don't pop over and put a link in the bottom of this, if you would, Dustin, and put the solo ad stuff in there, or
Okay.
put it on YouTube, or put it where people can see it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get that out to people.
And I would say, I've been using Instagram almost a year now, and one of the things that's really exciting about it is when you post a picture, your link and everything, but you have right there on the screen the ability to share with. It has 5 options. It puts Foursquare in there too, but it has 4 different social medias that you just click. You want to share it to Facebook and Twitter and Flickr and Google Plus, and just one click, boom, it's all to those instant social medias there. So another way to automate and make it simple.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the whole thing. You're building an audience, and you want to do that, and you want to provide good content. So everybody like this thing and share it, and we'll see you next Tuesday, and we'll see if Dustin's going to be here, because he's going to be down in Costa Rica, and we'll get him to take his phone and go out there and show us the waves. Get his girlfriend up on the surfboard, and we'll watch her surf for about 15 minutes. That'll be fun.
There you go. Yes.
All right, man. Anything else you want to say?
You guys have a great day. We'll see you next Tuesday. It's always every Tuesday, 12 o'clock Eastern Time, 10 o'clock Mountain Time. We'll see you there.
Have a good one.
All right. Take care. Tom. Bye-bye.